everybody. Welcome to episode number 225 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis. And as we do each week on this show, I tuck into a recipe card. You know, I've got them saved from over the years. Maybe go to a cookbook. I don't use that often. And along with the guest, we pick a dish that neither of us has ever made before, but we do it with the confidence that it's going to be fine. And on today's show, I thought it would be fun to make this dish. Usually I have the letter set on the fridge, but way too many letters for this one. Bannann Peze, and I'm going to say Pikliz. I'm very sorry to the chef if I've said that wrong, but I'm super excited to try this out. I just don't know who to bake with today. I know a lot of cool people. And, oh, hey, it's Toronto improviser, actor, and author, and all-around good guy, Sean Browning.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, why are you in my kitchen?
Ran out of coffee in Scarborough.
Well, it's good to come to Etoka for your coffee. You know, do you feel like
nothing else to do? It was just short cross.
Yeah, no, that's weird, but cool. You feel like baking something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. It's gonna be fine. I promise. Yeah. Are you coming?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh God, I'm still short. It'll be fine. There we go. So, as I just mentioned to you, this episode is airing on your birthday, which was news to Sean.
Yeah. Well, I
It's his
discovered that my birthday was so soon. Sneaks up on me.
It does. But you mentioned you don't usually do much
No, I
to
don't.
celebrate. Really?
No. I last time I did a bunch was maybe I'm trying to remember if I even did anything big on my 40th birthday. But I can't remember. My 30th, I remember.
My 30th, my 30th was a big one. I try to make those, like the 30, the 40, a big thing. Like 50, my goal is Paris.
Oh.
France, not Ontario. Even though I'm sure Paris, Ontario is lovely.
I've only got one more year before I'm 50. So,
Oh.
yeah. And
Go to Paris.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, Paris, I can't. I'm not an airplane guy.
There's Paris, Ontario.
I'm not a Paris, Ontario guy.
I think a great way to celebrate a birthday, speaking of islands, plantains! Yay!
Yeah.
You're so excited.
Those are plantains. Big,
They are.
hard-skinned banana type things.
Yeah. A little bit more potassium,
Yeah.
and if you're going to do this dish and all you have in your house are bananas, this will not work, because a plantain and a banana...
Yeah. I've only had the snack, the chips.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a cooked plantain.
Well,
Though I could be
happen.
wrong. It sounds like
Okay.
something I may have done in my 20s. I was experimented a lot then. It's me those days.
What we're using today, friends, is this cookbook, Everyone's Table, by Gregory Gourdet. Gregory, I became a fan of through a TV show called Top Chef. He was a contestant on it, has gone on to open his own restaurant and put out this cookbook, which is just one of my favorites. It's just a lot of good healthy eats. There's sweets in it, there's savory dishes, there's a whole bunch of things. And today, what we are going to make, hopefully, friends, whoops, lost the card, will look like this. That is the goal, Sean.
Oh, very cool.
I believe this is Bannann Peze. Peze?
Peze?
P-E-Z-E. Or Z-E, depending on where you live.
See, I forgot my glasses, so this is all just a big blur. I can't see a damn thing.
But the goal is to do this, and along with it, we're going to do a little savory, spicy Haitian coleslaw called Pikliz. I hope again I'm saying the right thing, but it looks like that. And ready to get started?
Yeah.
What better way than to celebrate a birthday?
Considering that I usually do nothing, this is a big deal for me. A big.
It's possible.
Okay.
This is the best way to celebrate your birthday, friends.
This is.
Chopping cabbage.
Chopping cabbage. It's like that Saturday Night Live song. I don't know if it was a parody of, but it reminds me of. There's a Echo and the Bunnymen song from the '80s that has the chorus of cucumber, cabbage, cauliflower.
Oh.
And I was like, I wonder if that's what he's Dana Carvey is sort of doing a parody of.
2 days later. I'm kidding.
This had time to ferment 3 times over.
It's looking
All right,
good.
looking nice and rustic.
That is perfect.
All right.
So we're going to get that into a bowl. And then up next, carrot and onion. Much smaller. A lot easier. It is done. And now we're on to onion. Just do some half moon shape. So just do like some thin strip of onion and then add that onion to the bowl.
Is it good with this? Or
Oh,
smaller
no,
than that?
no, that's perfect. Yeah, that is all good.
This
Then
is how I like to add them to my salads and my stir fries.
Me too. I like
them
a bit of a
crispy.
bite to my veg.
Yeah, I like them. That little tiny ones don't really. I love onions, which is I could.
Me too.
I just pack sandwiches with them and everything, and I hated onions as a kid. And I think a lot of kids do. My kids like onions, which is weird because I hated them when I was a kid.
I've always loved them, and now it's probably one of my favorite kitchen smells, especially when they're like on the oven or on the barbecue. Got a little crisp to them. Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. And with that, we'll just grab this here. And so then with that, you're going to add in, we've got some kosher salt.
Kosher, just sprinkle it
Just
over.
sprinkle it in. And then grab a fork in front of you and give that a good old stir. And it's going to sit for 10 minutes. So I'll just...
One of these?
One of those, yeah. Voila. That is from the Zemnickis family collection, which we've had since 1984.
Wow. I love
Yeah,
them.
it's nice, yeah. There you go. All right, so part 2 of this, we'll be adding in carrot, shallot, and lime. And, Sean, you get your pick. Should we go with sriracha lime seasoning or a pepper?
Let's go over the sriracha and lime.
Nice.
I've never had it.
It is super good. Clubhouse does not sponsor this show, but it's a great product. And because we're using lime in the dish, it's going to give us that extra bit of lime kick.
Fantastic.
And we also need for this vinegar as well. And once I've chopped this all up, then it's going to go in the bowl with our friend the cabbage and the onion. So I will begin. Taking my time. There we go. So what you're wanting for this chop-wise, you don't want it to be like perfect and every shape looks the same. You want to have a bit of a rustic vibe going here. But if you are a meat freak and you want to use a mandolin, go ahead. Onto the shallot. Now, in a pinch, if you didn't have a shallot in your kitchen, I would recommend a red onion. That's going to give you kind of that same intensity, but right, friends. So yeah, definitely add your chilies to this, and I'll let, if you could stir that. All right, let's do this. Let's go here. Okay. All right. So yeah, we forgot to add the sriracha lime seasoning or chilies, whatever you're wanting to use for this. Scotch bonnet.
Well, that smells really good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, and then let this all sit for 10 minutes. All right, here is what you do. And as I mentioned, if you have bananas at home, this will not work. A banana and a plantain are very different beasts. Very thin slices. We're going to fry these up on the stovetop. We're using extra virgin olive oil for this. If you want to go with a different kind of oil, you're more than welcome. But yeah, plantains are cut up. But now we're going to take this, put it in this, and put it into the fridge for, as I say, 18 hours. Did you bring your sleeping bag?
I did.
All right. So yeah, just get that into the bowl. And you can use whatever kind of container you've got. Get all that juice in there.
We can watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's about that length, right?
Yeah,
It'll just be finished in the.
I think the
food
first
will be
one will be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to fill that all up and really pack it into whatever container you're using for this. This will keep in the fridge for about 6 months, just so you know. So you've got this
6 months. That's
for
great.
a while, and you can use this for a whole bunch of stuff.
I am
and
messy.
It's okay.
I'm a messy guy.
And the longer it's in the fridge, the more flavor you're gonna get out of it. So pack it all in, just push it down. All right, it's time for it to rest.
This is when we see all the crazy things that Kelly has in her fridge.
Exactly.
Is there anything crazy?
There you go.
Oh, you got.
There's a lot of stuff.
I was like, I'm going to write this script into a novel and adapt it, and that only took me about a quarter of the way in, and then I winged it from there. But it took me about a year, and I wrote I Don't Seem So Bright in a Well-Lit Room.
And if you head into the YouTube show description, there's a link where you can buy Sean's book.
Oh, yeah.
And add it to your bookshelf.
Yeah, if you like comedy, dark comedy and sci-fi, if you're a fan of Douglas Adams or
Definitely.
Doctor Who, or I've heard comparisons to Terry Pratchett and various others. So if you like that kind of thing, it's a very silly, but it also deals with mental health, because I'm a big advocate of that, and so it deals with it hopefully in a lighthearted, funny way, I guess.
I think so. And it's Sean's birthday. So what better to do than to order Sean's book on his birthday?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a very neighborly thing to do.
I think that everybody should come together and make me a bestseller. and get me a movie deal, and a TV deal, and action figures. And
I don't have that many subscribers, Sean. I don't know if I can do that. You and I, we've known each other since what, like the late 90s?
I want to say, 98 maybe?
It wasn't even the year 2000.
No, because I graduated from Second City Conservatory in 99.
Okay.
Like actually 2000, but it was like we finished in 99, and then a grad show was in 2000 because it was over the holiday. And I met you before that, because I'd been improvising for maybe a year or two before that. Yeah. And I met you right at the beginning of when I first started doing shows.
Yeah, I think I started doing tech at a long defunct comedy club in Toronto in like 94. So I've been on the scene for a while.
Yeah. I was in bands before that.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for this to get hot. So we're just going to do a little test. I've not got too much oil in the pan to start, but you're going to want like a nice golden brown color to this. I'm going to leave them in the pan for maybe about 6 minutes or so. You don't want to toss all of these in at once. You want to do this in batches. And then as they come out, just have a baking sheet with some liner. I've got some parchment paper here for them to hang out. They're then going to go in a salt water bath for a few minutes. And we're going to get to tuck in with that beautiful coleslaw dressing. Pikliz, I think is how it's pronounced. I should have Googled that before we started. But it's going to be fine. We'll figure it out. All right, here we go. So we're going to toss some of these guys in. Oh, friends, listen to the sounds of sizzling. It is the sound of sizzling. That one looks mad. Started. Good. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys out and on some parchment, or whatever you want to use on the baking sheet. Just put my coffee there for a sec. Very gently. I'm just going to transfer this over. We're just going to take these out. Let these guys rest on here for a few minutes. And then we're going to get them in a water bath for about 10 seconds. And that water bath just consists of water and kosher salt. And then after about 10 seconds, you're going to put them on the paper towel there. You're going to get our beautiful coleslaw. And we get to eat.
It smells so good right now.
It really does. Friends, so now it's time for the water bath. So we're going to take these. Sean, you're going to take that paddle in your hand. You're going to flatten the plantain. Once you've done that, you're going to put it in the water. 10 seconds. Put it on the paper towel.
So how do I do 10 seconds for that many though? Like, do I put one in and just keep it?
Kind of put one in. We're going to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do this.
Okay.
Just keep counting. All right, so
we're
going to take a bunch out. Because we've done ours pretty...
These are cooled down a bit, so.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. You don't want to grab them right out of the oven.
Okay, so let's.
So yeah, just flatten the as best you can. Just give them a flatten. Perfect.
Okay.
Groovy.
We'll do a little.
Dip.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
7,
Actually,
8.
flatten a bunch and then put them in.
Okay.
And then we'll count to 10. Yeah, because otherwise we'll be here till Tuesday.
Yeah,
Task accomplished.
Look at those.
Yay! Winner! Gagnon. All right. So what we are going to do now with these guys is they're going to go back onto the stovetop for 1 to 2 minutes for another quick fry. And then, you know what happens next, Sean?
We gotta eat them.
No, we just go home.
Oh.
It's time! We're done! Yay! Here's our Bannann Peze. Oh. Chef, I'm so sorry I'm butchering this. I should have asked you on Instagram how you say this. And because it is sat in the fridge overnight, that is our beautiful slaw that is all done. The Pikliz. Pikliz.
It smells amazing. Everything smells amazing.
Just sniff, friends. There you go. There you go. All right. So I think what we should do is get on our forks just a little bit of a
little slaw.
little slaw. Here we go. Boom. Get that in your mouth. Mm.
Mm.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
And chew it down with a plantain. How good is that?
Oh man.
How good is that? It is salty and sour and sweet and crunchy and just, it's music.
If you're a
It's
stoner,
music.
prepare this ahead of time. This is everything you need in your mouth. You know.
Oh my God.
This is really good.
It is so
I'm
good.
going back. I think I got a little carrot here.
The slaw is incredible. It's got no sugar in it, but there's a sweetness to it.
Definitely.
You know, which is added from the plantain. And this is it's a messy little serving here, but oh my God, it would be gross to bathe in slaw, but I would eat this with everything.
Then you really find out if you have paper cuts. Everywhere. All right.
It's magic. It's musical.
Mm-hmm.
It is all the things you want in a bite. And super easy to make.
Mm-hmm.
How's this been for birthday?
This has been a really good birthday. Yeah. And because I don't have sugar, I haven't had like a cake or anything like that in many, many years.
Who needs cake when you have
needs
this?
cake when you have this? I'd have this over cake any day.
Mm.
That's really good.
Oh my gosh, let's just eat it all. Yeah, okay. Bye everyone.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome.